And a very good afternoon to all of you. It is 2:56 p.m. local time here. Happy Friday afternoon. You have once again successfully made it to a Friday, kind of in low gear today. Undercover agent today, for sure. Let me just do a few adjustments here. Hey, love, how you doing, sweetie? All right, getting some things in place. Give a shout out to my friend Andrea W. I heard she may have had a little bit of a seizure or something like that. So I want to reach out and say hi to her and wishing you all the best. Yes, I'm undercover agent today. 180, what's going on? Nice to see you, my friend. And Kat spoke very highly of you on her hangout last night. Doing good. I mean, hey, Nicholas, how are you? Cheryl, how are you doing, honey? How's everything going with you? It's going to have a little low, what would I say? A little chill Friday afternoon, a little tete-a-tete here. Got some things to talk about on the road. Actually, give a couple minutes for people to come in on the chat. There's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, there's a lot of things left to do. It's going to be an extremely busy day tomorrow. I've got a ton of things to do. Grass cut. I want to try to get as much done here. How you doing, JK? As much done for Missy Jenn as possible. Hey, Classic. So the things are in good shape. Let's tick down the list. We got no leaks in the irrigation system. The tree's been dealt with. Unfortunately, we do have a high wind event tonight. We have what's called a red flag warning out here in California. High winds coupled with extremely low humidity will create a fire, potential for higher fire risk here. Hey, Joe Smith, how are you? Hello, James. They may or may not cut the power. It's kind of early in the season, but remember, with all the brutal fires that destroyed a good part of Santa Rosa and destroyed totally the town of Paradise up in California, PG&E is under the gun to make sure that those type of events don't happen again. They're going to be very trigger happy. So when those winds start up, it's very likely in some places that the power will be cut as a precautionary measure. The thing that triggers those fires is down power lines. Okay, that's the thing. Hey, how you doing? No problem, Jen. You got a life to lead. How you doing, Daisy Dukes? Hello, Gina. Not doing very good. Okay, well, you know, Cheryl, I'll ask every single time. Oh, wow. Crawling under a house with such a bad gas leak, I almost passed out. PG&E red tag to play. See, how friggin' dangerous. Hello, Goonie. You imagine that all that gas seeping into a house, and then some poor bastard goes to have a cup of coffee and fires the kettle up, and boom. I'll never forget that YouTube video, the last moment of that little 12-year-old Vietnamese girl or whatever that was up in the morning and just doing a random video or something. The next thing you know, kaboom, the whole house blew up, killed her.
One of the things I wonder when they cut the power, how was their road system going to work?
I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, West A Street. Well, that would kind of figure. You want to be very careful with natural gas. At least they put a sulfuring agent in it there, so it's stinky for the most part when it's escaping. At least you have a chance. Sandy Callie, how are you doing, sweetie? A little late to be on, or a little, I'm not sure. I got the glasses on today mainly because the allergies are so friggin' bad. My eyes are all swollen today. Good afternoon, Joey D. It's horrendous. We had a ton of rain, just a terrible rainy season. So consequently, there's a terrible allergy season here to deal with too. So my eyes aren't sight worthy right now. I did go to the dentist today, except for my little hillbilly tooth. I got a really good bill of health. All my teeth look nice and white and clean, no cavities. Yay! 6 months. Hey, UK scrapper, how you doing? How you doing, Joey D? I hope you're doing well. I was enjoying some of your nice treats. Yeah, allergies, it's bad everywhere. I have our horrible allergies too since we weren't born, and we're getting worse than most. We sure do. Sandy says, are we going chooching anywhere this weekend? I'm taking off at 4 a.m. in the morning on Sunday morning for Las Vegas. And I can't wait. Hey, Katie, how you doing, sweetie? Sneaking a peek while at work. Love you, gal. Hey, Darren, how you been? Prepping, Michelle, what's going on? I can't wait. I don't give a shit about heat. I can take heat, especially Las Vegas's dry heat. I could care less about heat. Okay, but what I do care a lot about is these allergies. They've just been pounding the hell out of me. So when I get up to the high desert, that's all going to clear up. And I'm hoping that's going to be good to go. I'll take my allergy medications with me. Yeah, Darren does some really funny shit. So, hey, D, how you doing? Once again, I want to congratulate D-Dub on achieving his monetization in just a matter of a couple days, which is a testament to the content that he has been brewing. Sandy, I don't know if we're going to do the room 20. I don't know. You know, room 20 is at the Oasis Motel, and you know, that's where Stu Unger, probably the most gifted poker player of all time, committed suicide, as well as the guy that was on Suddenly Susan. It's extremely rare. I could calculate the odds if I knew the number of hotel rooms in the United States. It's extremely rare that a room would have two people that had committed suicide in that. You know, it's going okay, Joanne. The thing, Sandy, is that there was already a pane of glass broken out in the window. It's just, yeah, midnight at the Oasis. Watching. Okay, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. So, all right, thank you, Katie. You don't have to send us anything, honey. You work your tushy off down south there, my Southern Belle. Gina, I hope you're doing okay. Once again, I want to give a shout out to Andrea W. up in Michigan. I heard she had a seizure, so I hope that she's doing okay. Room 20, of course, D-Dub's like, hey, no problem, man. I don't need that. I don't need that spookiness in my life. Just looking in the window, the place is obviously a freak show in there. And I mean, we'll go by again and show you guys. You don't worry about the broken window. It's for the scare. I'm adding to my sisters to have a bonfire and roast some marshmallows. That sounds good, kitty. That sounds really good. My eyeballs. Yeah, I don't know, Sandy. It's just like, damn. I mean, we already got the accommodations all set up. I got such a sweetheart deal on. I've got to book low end stuff, guys, or I'm not going to make this trip. And then there's a lot of road travel here, so I've got to keep things right down to the friggin' bone. As does D-Dub. There's very little sway in the carriage, as they say. So, you know, we'll see, Sandy. Hey, Craft Beer Pours, how you doing, Brandon? Nice to see you. I hope Trish is doing well. I've been following her exploits on Instagram. Looks like that baby. When's the due date for the baby? So, gonna have a baby. Yeah, this is probably the worst time of day to come on right now. Tell you the truth, I've been doing laundry and I just didn't feel like it, you know, which is very rare for me. August 20th, how cool. Okay. You know, which is rare for me because I can run my YAB 24 hours, 7 days a week, but you get on some of those high dose allergy medications and wow, they kind of zonk you out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be baking tonight or not. If I do, it's going to be low key, just drinking, you know, drinking and baking. I do have leftover sour cream. If you saw on the Rosie Murphy channel, we made the cottage cheese muffins, which were incredible. I have to say they were absolutely amazing. Tara She didn't request it, but I thought I would surprise her and make something really special that she really enjoys eating, and they were so damn good. I want to eat at that hotel someday, but now the price for me before. Yeah, D, it's kind of an event thing. You know, Tara spent the money to come up. She flew up. She stayed here on the Rancho, of course. Hello, spirits. How are you doing, sweetie? And I just wanted to put one really good event before her. The Occidental Hotel is a very famous place out there, and sometimes you gotta just you gotta bang it in for your friends. You just gotta do what you do. I mean, this Tara's been a dear friend of ours for years. I'm happy to say, as usual, most of my friends that I've had over the years are still my friends today, and I'm very happy about that. Does look like you get your money's worth from soup to nuts. Hey, East Dad, how you doing? Nice to see you. You go in there, it's an event, it's old. Oh, you're seeing the surgeon for your wrist on Monday. Well, I hope that goes good. You go in there, D, they just fetch you, F-E-T-E. They just put it in front of you. The soup, the minestrone soup is without a doubt world-class minestrone soup. It is outstanding. There's no other way to say it. We've all had many minestrone soup galore, but there was something very just excellent. Every flavor of every vegetable came through. Just, I guess it's all a matter of balance. You know, you can follow a recipe, right? And it can be, it was okay. Or you can take a recipe and then you put your own twists on it. Okay, Katie. Thank you, sweetie. You put your own twists on it. Then you really got something. Break outside of the box a little bit and add a little something different. So you get down there, then they bring the cheese, the beans, the prosciutto or the salami or whatever the hell it was, delicious. And then they have wonderful bread, little mini loaves of bread. Tara said it was the best bread she'd ever had, really, at an Italian restaurant. And I tend to concur. And then you bring out that monster spaghetti and meatballs. Man, you're done. You are done. Yeah, what? With the Ray-Bans. Yeah, I'm undercover agent today. I might as well play the part. Like I said, hey, Justin, I've spoken all I'm going to speak about the passport situation. I'm going to end up running the border for better or worse with just what I have. So if it happens, it happens. Toronto bound. You know, it's locked and loaded. It is what it is. I'll bet they don't. Yeah, D, I don't, you know, Italian. How many of you guys go out to dinner and, you know, you have an Italian meal, or even most meals today, the portion sizes are big. And you don't really feel like dessert. Of 150 restaurant reviews we've done, I think maybe 2 times we've had dessert. Yeah, that meal looked good, didn't it? Didn't that meal look good? I mean, you're not cheated with those meatballs. It's an event. It's a beautiful little town. If you want to, you can go back 5 years ago, almost to the day, and see the first time that Bobby and Missy Jenn and I went out there for my birthday, dining at the Occidental, and you can see how much things have changed over time. I've been around a long time on YouTube, on videos. Very frightening, right? Yeah, actually, I got the shades on because of allergies today. Have just have my eyes just all bugged out. I don't know what's my life is enough of a horror story without really upping the ante here today with the Friday night horror theater and stuff. Another thing, people have been messaging me, why don't you answer these kooks that do these videos about you and you know, spiteful, hateful videos and stuff. It's like this, man. It's like if you want to do that kind of content, if you want to be that hateful person, you know, that's not a part of my life. That's not in my playbook to be that kind of way. And those of you who have known me over the years here, the 5.5 years I've been on YouTube, I've never except for 2 times, blown my top here on YouTube. I will never blow my top on YouTube again. And that was back in 2015. That's not in my playbook. You know, time changes everything. And I'm not the kind of person, you put out that kind of content, you have to live with yourself. You're putting that kind of content out, that kind of hate reflects more on your miserable life and your miserable existence than it does mine. And that's the bottom line of the whole deal. You can be sour, you can be negative in life, or you can be positive with what you have, and you can go forward. But I go to bed at night, I feel good. I feel happy. I feel like I've done the responsible things in life. I've taken care of the things that had to be done. I got a clear conscience. I don't care who I meet. I don't care who I hang out with, where I go. It's my choice on here. I've earned the right to do that. And if you don't like it, you know, all I can say is Fangulo, baby. That's all I can say is Fangulo. Hey, Bella Rose, how are you? It's not conducive to a positive YouTube experience. Yeah, it's sunny in my house. Actually, Julie, I got my Ray-Bans on. Number one, I want to thank Melton once again. His spell, whatever he put on me last week, has just been magic. For the first time in 2.5 months, I located my really good pair of new Ray-Bans. I mean, for me, that is something. For me, Ray-Bans are a lifetime investment, okay? It's a lot of money, $125 for a pair. You want them to last forever. I lost them. But I want to thank Melton. That thing, it just continues to work its magic, and I feel great. Journey countdown. That's right, Simon. That's exactly right. So as far as being negative and the things you put out, I'm not opposed to parody. I'm not opposed to giving people a good laugh. But just remember, in life, I'm not a kid. And, you know, this is I guess you could consider it the twilight of my years. I'll be damned if anybody's going to have any control over my life except me right here. You haven't earned the right. You can hate all you want. You can look at your own miserable existence, your own failure to launch. I guess that's the way you'd call it, a failure to launch. Your own pukey life. And you can wallow in that negativism. Wallow in the beer, wallow in the whole experience, and wake up the next day and do it all over again. Meanwhile, I'm going to be on the road. Yeah, I'm not going to be living big, but I'm going to be having the time of my life. How you doing, Harvey? That is my bottom line on there. So yeah, because of the allergies, I'm not sure if I'm going to be baking or not. Drama's amusing, it's entertaining, but you never, when those drama things are going on, you rarely ever see real known entities in the side chat things. You see all these like troll names that you've never seen before. They're probably people that we do know, but even they don't want to be associated with that nonsense. That should tell you all you need to know. I play guitar. I do play guitar. I sold my guitar here. I do a little banjo picking. Too. So, yeah, that's the way I feel about that. I've got, as you can imagine, there's people laying plans to disrupt travel, to prevent me from going across into Canada. People that are not people you know, not names you know, but you know, I'm going to meet you on the road, and you know, we know your tag on your van. We know, I've gone through this experience before of traveling. and been nailed by drug authorities and all that because I have a California panel van. Jen, you want to close that front door to keep that noise down out there? Thank you. I got the tree trimming guys or the landscape guys. Thank you. If it happens, it happens. It's not something that you can prevent. It's like if I go through Detroit, and if you want to come and see me, you want to stream snipe me, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to back down from anybody. I'm not coming to cause anybody any grief. I'm not coming to stalk anybody, track anybody's address down. I'm just there to have a good time. Yeah. But I will have plenty of defensive measures. You can believe that, especially as I walk the streets of some of these cities and put the content that you guys want to see. Now, that's the end of the unhappy notes. I will be fully prepared. And now, locking in Toronto, I did have a very nice conversation with, hey, Tim, with the Canadian Clipper today, Norm F. Looking forward to just kind of reaffirming that my intention is, I will have a good time with Norm. My intention, and I'll probably have some good times with laughs and stuff with Elvis too. But the reality is I'm accountable for me and what comes out of my mouth. Other people have to live up to the stuff that they've done and the stuff that they've said. And my expectations are to meet Norm, to shake his hand, to sit down, buy him a nice dinner in place of his choice, and just say thank you for the kindness that he expressed to me. No other expectations of anything. And then take time to hang out. If he says, hey, Rosie, you want to do some fishing? Or you want, hell yeah. You know, you want to do this, and I'm down for it. Otherwise, I'm self-programming, man. I will be out and about in Toronto, bringing some content, bringing some good times, bringing a lot of laughs. Would be fun if you said, Red, yeah, you know, maybe I'll get over to London, stop by and see maybe Redneck Rickham, or stop by One Pug Life's place over there. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not averse to getting into the van and just driving. You know, I'm not going to be just bound in Toronto. You know, I also plan on seeing Chicago and spending some time in Chicago. I would probably have four days maybe in Toronto, which will be a plenty. Then back down through Detroit and onward to probably Des Moines or Chicago. Yeah. Hold on a minute, guys. I got to take this call. All right, sorry about that, guys. Just working out details. Hello, Karina. Nice to see you. Where did I leave off? What was I talking? Oh yeah, the Toronto swing. And I would like to stop in Des Moines. I would like to see Dave and Becca, and also see Deb the RN. And I think we're supposed to. I'm looking forward to going to seeing some sites in Iowa too. You're free to see it. No, I never will, Harvey. I never have. I never will. So, yeah, nice to see you forever, friend. Yeah, Inwood Customs a month. We'll see, Daisy Dukes. I'm not going to make any promises. You know, I'm going to be traveling for basically the rest of my years, wherever, at least the next 10 years.
I'm doing my jumps.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the van for a jump over the, you know, do van jumps or something.
Stovepipe jumps over the containers.
Yeah, I remember that. Him breaking his back in that jump in that. There you go. That was dumb. So anyway, we shall see, guys. Things are still skating close to the edges in terms of getting papers together and all that kind of stuff. But I did have a very nice phone conversation with Norm today. I got some other really great news too. Some really, really excellent news. Thank you again, Melton. I called on my Verizon wireless plan, and guess what? Guess what? Somebody tell me what I'm going to tell you. Somebody tell me what I'm going to tell you. Tell me what I'm going to tell you here. I'm waiting for somebody to tell you. It's all been good news this week, Mouse Toes. It's like a cavalcade of good freaking news. Papa Grizz, all big hugs to you, my friend. All big hugs to you. Follow your dietary rules, Papa Grizz, okay? A lot of people love you. No bullshit. Okay? I'm coming to Ohio. I'm going to get you. I don't have to pay anything, John. I don't have to pay jack. My Verizon wireless plan includes Canada in it too. No roaming charges, no extra fees. I have my same 100 gigs of data that I have in the United States. That is really good news. What does that mean? Should be high quality in terms of stream carry and everything else. Very exciting news. Not one more penny, no SIM card change. The service Verizon interface with Bell Canada and whatever they're doing up there is supposed to be top flight. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you got to be careful jumping things. Hey, yeah, I'm very happy, Spirits. Very, very happy. Mouse Toes, I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I'm going, well, remember, John, I started out with T-Mobile, okay? And those of you who are on my streams with T-Mobile will remember just losing, dropping, buffering like crazy. Once I went over to Verizon, which is good news for you guys, the cell carry was phenomenal on that. It was good. Now, here's the other good news. Remember, I'm dumping Streamlabs. I'll have the Streamlab chatbot going, but it will not be Streamlabs running my show. Okay, it's going to be through the YouTube app, which means much less of my phone's resources will be tied up with Streamlabs bells and whistles. So if I lose the stream and it buffers, you have like 5 minutes to get it back. That's great news. All the features on my phone work well. The stabilization, the ability to zoom. Never had that with Streamlabs. Okay. Streamlabs just gave me the basic bare bones crap there. Love the bottles in the background. We're building quite a liquor collection back here. I know. I've hardly drank anything this week, Hardly ever. So that is really more good news that I don't have to worry about pumping out money to go to Canada and buy a SIM card and buy some data plan. Marshall's telling me, oh, you only get 5 gigs or something like that for I don't know, 20 gigs for 100 Canadian or something. Yeah, the good news, the good news is it's been a great week. It has been an absolutely wonderful, wonderful week. I'm very glad too. The more I can keep things smooth, the better things are going to be. So had a very nice, as I said, a very nice conversation with Norm. I have no expectations of anything going up there. I do have friends in Toronto that have been friends of mine for many years that I used to do banking with. Granted, they've not seen me as the Rosie girl. So it'll be very, very, very interesting experience. That is good news, Simon. In the way of having, and I had them send me something in writing on that too, just to confirm that. I wanted to see it, wanted to see the fine print. You know the way fine print and stuff works. So I'm very, very happy. Now, I do remember, hey, Colleen, aloha to you. I do also remember, guys, and please hit the thumbs up button if you're, just take a minute, please, and do that. I remember when I was in Mexico, in Missy Jenn, and I made some kind of call very close to the Mexican border, and my call was carried by the Mexican cell phone. And I didn't pay any more for that carry on it. So what actually the fact is that Verizon is good to go in Canada and in Mexico, which is great. Yeah, Norm will have fun, and I think the difference between Marshall is of the expectation that if you show up in a place, then that somehow entitles you to tourist services and things like that. And no, it's not like that. It's not, that's not the way that things operate. You have to kind of be self-motivated and be willing to bring some content. And you just have to be grateful for having the experience of what you've got. And that's the important thing. Jolene, how you doing, sweetie? Saw some of your stuff on Tribes. Good for you. I applaud your new directions in life. I also applaud the fact that you're a great mom. So, Dagan Hills, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you. So, there's no doubt on these trips when you go on these ventures, you're going to have some people that are pissed off in life and pissed off. But remember, where they're pissed off stems from is most times their own negative and failed relationships with people. We all know in reality, so much of the cause of the current rift, the current big split in the community was because I chose, when Dave and Becca came to town, I chose to, yes, meet them. Being of the opinion that if someone takes the time and has traveled that distance, then hospitality sort of demands that you make the effort to meet them. Now, that's not a requirement for other people. Other people made the decision, JoJo amongst others, to talk a very good game, to put it out there and to talk up Dave like they were going to meet, and then at the last minute to pull the rug out from under him. Well, I don't do that shady stuff. If I say I'm going to meet you, I'm going to meet you. And then I hold to that. And I'm glad that I did meet, also had a nice meeting with him in Vegas and Becca. And I don't regret that at all. Now, does it make some people mad? Of course it does. But it's because of their own relationships and their own dealings that their dislike comes from, whereas mine was born of a negative and became a positive. Why? Because I'm a positive person in life. So positivity breeds positivity. Hey, Bosco, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Dagan Hills. I appreciate that. So there'll be fun content too. Really, really fun content. I've got, I did put the video up on the little bit. I don't know what people's expectations were. I mean, I put the topless video up for the Stratosphere on the Rosie McNamara channel. You cannot have full-on nudity on YouTube, okay? So you'll see me with my hands covering my top. That's allowed. Yeah, that's it. Riley the roofer there. That's exactly correct. How you doing, Vanessa? Nice to see you. I have heard from Narce. He was on my side chat. What I want to say, the last night Terror was here. I did not do a live stream last night. My allergies were just too off the chain for that. So spread positivity, have a good time, and I'm always willing to meet anybody anywhere. But I will not ever carry the burden of people's failed relationships with me. Okay, that's the important note that I'm very important note that I'm making here. So Narce, I don't know. You know, I can say a lot about Narce. He's been a friend of mine for years on here, but he reminds me of the old Chinese proverb that if you don't know where you're going, every road will take you there. So every time I talk to Narce, it's like here, it's back here. When he was here on the Rancho, he was talking about opening a donut shop in Chicago. I gave a cautionary note on opening a donut shop. The reason being is if you don't have a gimmick or you don't have something that's fresh and new, simply taking a wedge and hammering it into an existing market is a very difficult proposition. I reminded him that most donut makers don't get a lot of sleep. They go to bed at dusk. They're up on the job usually at 4 a.m. in the morning. And if you think to yourself that you're going to hire somebody to do that kind of work and have them conscientious and, well, you better pay them a hell of a lot of money. And we all know there isn't that kind of money in that. Oh, how you doing, KM? Nice to hear you. Then later I heard, a couple weeks later, when Narce left, and of course he quit. And I don't blame him for quitting that company, you know, because they wanted to stick him with the overweight charges. What kind of company would do that? Ask the driver to pay because the rig is overweight. Okay. Take care, Simon. Then the next thing I heard, he wanted to go into the Caterpillar tractor apprentice training program to be a fuel system specialist. Sounds like a damn good thing. Sounds like something that's hard as hell to get into over there, you know? Really hard. Hey, Storm Dancer. Sounds like a bitch to get into. Like who you know? Same as getting into the electricians union or the plumbers union, right? Or the longshoremen, kind of that kind of deal. Okay, then the next thing I hear is going to be Uber driving. Look, he's young. Okay, I don't really care what he does. I just caution him that you need to get traction in these early years or else we know what happens in life, right? So I'm hoping that he will do that. Starting a food business, the likelihood of failure is 90% in the first year, particularly in the donut business. You know, it's one thing to be like I was watching Faye, her stream, Viewer's Choice, and her mom and her aunt went to the Voodoo Donuts in Seattle. Now that's or in Portland. That's an experienced thing, right? I mean, Voodoo Donuts came in with really wild ass donuts. That's their signature. People line up for that shit at all hours. I think they're open 24 hours a day. Can somebody confirm if Voodoo Donuts is open 24 hours a day? You know, can you imagine that? They hit it because of novelty. Well, I told Narce, unless you develop something signature, Chicago, or something that's gonna, if you're just opening a donut shop per se, you might as well just take your money and just flush it down the shitter. Because your chance of success is going to be very, 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 very low. The food service is brutal. Plus, combine the fact that as the baby boomers, and I'm kind of on the end of the baby boom, as we sort of fade off into the sunset, the younger generation really doesn't lack a lot of that. I mean, they'll put money on Starbucks and other stuff, but the whole restaurant scene is changing a lot. How you doing, Mike G? Tara and Missy Jenn and I, it was Tara's last night, we chose to just sit and talk and not do a video. We were sitting in a restaurant that we had reviewed, Sam's Four-Play Cafe, some 3 years before. We could hardly get a seat. And now there were like 2 or 3 tables gone in there. It's not a unique experience. You know, things are changing demographic-wise. A lot of that disposable income is starting to dry up, at least in my opinion. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it is open 24/7. Power tits. Yeah, well, yeah, titties. Nothing like them, huh? Yeah, Bluebird says I miss good quality in restaurants. Open 24 hours. How you doing, Kit and Cat? What's going on? On my trip, I'm not going to be, just so you know, Kit and Cat, I'm not going to have an access to a computer. I'm not going to be removing comments. I'm not going to be blocking people and all that kind of stuff. So whatever goes down on the throwdown is it. Mike G, you been winning any money lately? Yeah, I love to be this. You got to have an angle. I'm great to be the senior citizen, Mike. Look at me bouncing around the pool with the stratosphere. So food service is hard. So, you know, now you get into Uber, and now Uber's all, that's being cannibalized too, as a lot of Uber drivers are coming in. Everything's being shaken up in the way of industry and stuff, where things are slowing down. The markets are rising this week just because of the expectation that interest rates, rather than being raised, are going to have to be cut. So, no, I'm not an AARP member. Johnny Wad, what's going on, Johnny Wad? Johnny Wad's like, Rosie, I expect to see you at the Red Rooster in Las Vegas. Woo! You always win when you cheat to win. Colleen said Uber's overrated and not profitable. When I looked at I know, Gina, when I have an Uber app, because sometimes in Las Vegas, I'm going to tell you guys, if we've hoofed it a long way, maybe 5 miles in the night on foot or something like that, or wherever we are, sometimes it's just nice to, I've never done it before, but to be able to have that ability to call an Uber and get a very competitive price. So I put the Uber app in, and I fired it up, and it showed the city of Santa Rosa. It shows the Rancho here near downtown Santa Rosa, of course. And there were like 30 friggin' Uber drivers right on the screen right there, you know, all moving around. I thought to myself, wow, they're really, you know, woo. So we'll see how that works out. But I don't know, you know. My prediction, if I had to make one, oh, you went to Mad Pizza. Where in the hell is that, Mad Pizza? Yeah, it was probably, where is Mad Pizza? Mod Pizza, where is that? My expectation, I'm going to make a prediction that Narce will be back to trucking within 6 months. Okay. He's going to find there's not big money in Uber. So, you know, I think it is what it is. So we shall see. So anyway, let's see. I've talked about Toronto. Had a nice convo with Norm F today. Like I said, I'm not asking Norm F to be a tour guide for me. If Norm says, hey, Rosie, let's go fishing, or Rosie, let's pound a few drinks down and have some fun, hit a hangout, that's cool. But otherwise, most of the program is looking around and doing kind of the tourist thing and having a good time. Do you guys have 1,000-degree pizza? No, we won't. No, we don't have that here. We don't have that here. So, you know, it is what it is. Don't be expecting any fancy dining experiences on these travels or anything like that. So, okay, take care, John. So prepping for the road. Tomorrow is the big road prep day. I have to take a lot of, now one of the nice things about having the van is I can have the under plastic, and I'll do a video tomorrow showing you guys all the under storage that you can just slide to plastic containers. So I shouldn't be hurting for clothes and stuff. I also have some hidden places where I have some documents and things that can take documents and hide it. I want to be very careful about personal safety and being robbed and all that. I'm not sure, Kitten Kat, if Marshall ever learned to swim. And I really doubt if there's many Assyrians that learned to fish, except the few that, were dipping their rod on the Tigris and Euphrates River, so to speak, in the cradle of civilization on the Fertile Crescent. Man, that sounds dirty. I don't know. I see Murphys around different places. What? Oh, shit. We got a bum that's gone through the trash can. Look out, George. These people are like vultures. Man. Oh, shit. Now they come on your property to go through the recycle cans. Jesus, what a mess.
So you right there and watch it to the, and then he doesn't have the courtesy to put at least a can lead back.
I don't even know if he speaks English, He's just like let's not talk about it. I don't want to, it's just more idiocy. This is why I want to get an outer swing fence there. So, in this hood, despite people thinking that, oh, Rosie, you live so rich and you've got it all. Yeah, I'm still in the hood, okay? And you still have people coming up, grabbing and opening up your recycle and trying to grab cans and stuff. I mean, we've had people hop the fence and steal the shit off of the back, off the back deck and stuff. So, which puppy? Yeah, what did Georgie alert you or what? I don't know. She saw. Missy Jenn doesn't miss anything around here. People trying to grab cans. Yeah, it's a sign of the times. You wonder why trade in restaurants is reducing and stuff. So, yeah, Gina's going to be, Georgie, who was barking. I mean, somebody was rifling through our recycle can out here. Unreal. Unfreaking believable. I mean, here it is. What is it? 4 o'clock in the afternoon? It's a sign of the times for sure. Yeah, Johnny Watt, like you need electric fence. I'm going to probably put a swing fence there to have that mounted. I'm going to have Missy Jenn see if she calls somebody and maybe get a quote for putting a swing fence in there. Yeah, it's light reflecting off my shades. My allergies are so off the chain today that I figured I wouldn't scare you guys. Hopefully I might be in shape to bake tonight. We'll see. I don't have that scheduled, so we'll see. Anyway, hey Jeffrey. Yeah, they'll just walk through the hedge. Even if you put a gate up, they'll still.
There ain't gonna be no good thing now when they come back. The crash gonna slot out now.
Well, Jen, that's the end of the recycle sitting out with the rest of the
That's
trash.
right.
So.
They come back, they'll be having me out there hanging behind the
Did you see him or did George bark? What?
I was washing my hands in the sink and I'm like, what the hell? He comes up behind the car like, like Batman and Robin, and then he looks to the green can and he says, oh, that's just a green can. And he looks to the black can, and then he doesn't even have the courtesy to put the lid back on. Now, that's what really ticks me off, is at least put the dang lid back on.
No, Colleen, we tried. You know why they won't put, Colleen says, do you think after all the accidents on your street, the city will put speed bumps in? The reason they don't, because this is a services. This is police and fire services, high-speed road. This is where the fire engines run up and down, and they can't have roads where with speed bumps where fire engines need to go. Sometimes we have sheriff and cops running 90 miles an hour here at 3 in the morning.
The fire department.
It's the hood. It's the hood. This is what pisses me off when people are like, oh, you know, you're born to the purple and you got this and you get that. Think again, man. You know, think again.
Well, there ain't gonna be no blue can to look to now.
Good idea.
They get scrummaged to it when it's out in the street.
Yeah, once it's in the street, who in hell cares?
Right.
But, keep a good quiet, extra quarters, and say make your thread. I used to live next to Bridge, and occasionally I would let them come towards. Yeah, it's okay, Tim. I mean, Missy Jenn, I specifically asked her to pick me up a load of $1 bills today, which she did. So have $1 bills for handing out where I need to. 2x4 below the ground. They're pressure treated. There you go, Johnny Watt. Thank you, Bluebird. I think everybody looks good in Bluebird said, Rosie, you look good in those shades. Thank you, honey. Everybody looks good in Ray-Bans. We are not doing Friday Night Foodies tonight because I put up the Union Hotel video. And that was, okay, sweet dreams, Papa Grizz. Continued recovery, okay? Prayers for you. Okay? Very sweet to see you, Papa Grizz. You take it easy and you follow doctor's orders, all right? I want you around for a long time. So prepping for the road, I'll be doing that video tomorrow and getting the van all loaded up. I have the ability to carry a lot of stuff, but I want to sort of be limited what I take into hostels and other places. Okay, one of the smartest things I did is just carry a small Nike bag with my stuff into the hotels, not the hotels, but into the hostels and stuff. So, you know, Papa Grizz has been through the mill. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get a little ice water here. Yeah, I bet this bastard stealing out of our cans.
I ordered new ones. And when I have new ones, do you want to take these ones here? I've got new ones coming.
Oh man. Can't even wait till the cans get on the street to raid to recycle. The hell is that? Oh, right. So where do we leave off? Oh, the preps. Yeah, I had my teeth. How do my teeth look? You know, the boy has a reputation of the most rotten teeth. I got all my teeth except 2 wisdom teeth that were, yeah, your teeth are made of tofu. Hmm?
Tofu teeth.
That used to be the joke in China, that their teeth.
See, we're not going to have any greenery trash anymore, right? I'm going to bring that can in the back and just set it here.
Yeah, I don't think we should have any more. Yeah, except for my hillbilly tooth, which is kind of like a little trademark. You know, a little rat tooth there. I think things are pretty good. Take care, Harvey. Yeah, aren't they white? They did good. I did a hell of a job. But man, you get some pain. You guys right down to the gums and stuff. They got that power jet. Holy hell! I'm not that kind of person on the boat that doesn't take care of my. I take care of my. I got a little. Almost heaven, West Virginia. Good night, Harvey. But man, sometimes they get a little bit aggressive. They don't use, back in the day, I don't know what the hell they used to use, like a polisher and a scraper, and they would scrape your teeth. And now they have this ultrasonic jet. And man, sometimes it gets that aggressively between your gum and your tooth, and holy crap. A bleaching tray could put bleach or fluoride in a tray. Yeah, you got to take care of your teeth, man. Do you know how expensive? Number one, let's talk about this. All right, this is Rosie's expose on dental care. Y'all like to hear this. Number one, it's a very proven thing that the bloodstream between the teeth and the heart and brain is one that you have to be very careful of, okay? Especially when it comes for heart disease and things like that. One of the biggest causes of disease is not having a good clean mouth without cavities and decay and stuff, okay? You get that shit into your bloodstream and you have heart disease and all that kind of teeth ain't nothing to muck with. Yeah, man, so 6 dental implants, 28, they ain't cheap. Boss has one, right? I was lucky when it came to the dental implant. I grabbed the dentist and he's like, oh, I got to pull this tooth. You know, Chinese dentist says, I said, we're going to do some heroic dentistry. You're going to save this tooth. Well, he saved the tooth. Okay, all right, I try. Okay, in Chinese. Oh, hello, sing, sing, sing. Oh, that's good. Thankful your granddaughter just finished her 2nd year college to be a dentist. Okay, cool. All right, so number one, there's a connection between heart disease and dental care. That's number one. You got to care about that. You have a cavity, you have decay going on, you have very ample blood supply all through your tooth areas, okay? Goes into the brain too, okay? There's some thought about tooth decay and possible Alzheimer's connections too. There's some, it's a little stuff is starting to emerge there, okay? All right. But man, take care of your teeth, number two, because it is expensive as hell. Y'all remember last summer when I had 2 root canals in 1 week? I had the Gorilla Glue tooth. I tried to Gorilla Glue it on. It lasted about a month, and bing, I ended up swallowing it, right? I was eating a piece of beef, and it's like, oh, where'd that go? I'm looking around the floor, the counter, and so, you better have good dental care. You better spend the money, because if you take care of your teeth, this time I went in today, no cavities, nice polish job, $70 out the door. Couldn't beat that, okay? But I'm telling you, otherwise, last summer I paid over $4,000 in dental bills to get that shit taken care of. And 2 root canals. The cost of the new crown on an old one, and new crown, what a nightmare. And it's no fun to sit there and they're grinding away and root canals and all that shit. So it's one thing I'm going to encourage Marshall to do, is to take some of that money and get your teeth done, man, because you gotta take care of your teeth. You're going to have disease. Yeah, you got to do what you can do to prevent. Good. Almost had another accident. Okay, Janet said I had good teeth till the Air Force started doing my dental, and it went downhill after that. Oh, you remember that pain, man? 2 root canals. Yeah, there you go, Cobra John. I almost put my damn hand through the windshield. The pain was so much, it's like, wow, 2 root canals in 1 week. It's a lot. That was a happy root canal doctor, that had me come back. So that's one thing I'm going to encourage Marshall to get taken care of, is to get those those rotten teeth taken care of, because they're not going to get better. They do not get better. They don't get better with age. You don't want to be like that person that took a pliers and tried to pull their own tooth out. It got so bad, because that's what it'll come down to. Well, Colleen, pay me now, pay me later. You will pay it. You will pay it. When it comes for time for extraction, you will pay it. You will pay the bill. Okay, there ain't no doubt about it. They're not going to take a chopper out on your say so. Yeah, and a tooth abscess is no joke, and there ain't no going back. That's root canal. That's the whole Monty right there. But luckily, that's good. You go in and they tell you, hey, good job, like you're a kid. Zemaha, Leoga, yeah, Mayo, 1 to 6 months, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, extractions are expensive. How you doing, Nathan? You end up in the ER, and what are they going to do in the ER, Scottish? They're going to give you some antibiotics and tell you, make an appointment at a doctor to get taken care of. Okay? I saw it all the time. 20 plus years kicking around the medical field. I saw it all the time. All the doctors were used. It was to reduce the swelling and just stop the pain. Yeah, 35-year-old friend got heart infection from rotten teeth. Exactly. Hey, Robert, how you doing? I'm doing good. Went to the dentist. Getting ready to hit the road. I'm going to miss you tomorrow, handsome Robert. Very, very expensive. Yeah. Wow. Last dental bill, $13K, Cobra John. Wow. Telling that I would need dentures by 30. So it's okay, Colleen. That's a different story, But we're old enough to know better and to do that. So I'm finally getting a good payoff for having. I mean, I only had like 4 cavities my whole life. So, but yeah, that smile is back. I got my shades on because the allergies are so bad up here. I can't wait to get up to the high desert. Kiss the allergies goodbye. I've had some people asking me, will I be making some pop-up stops along the way? Yes, I will. I already told you guys before. I only get half of that Hawaiian motel visit done before Kojak rolled up on me and pulled the plug. So I'm hoping to be able to go back and kind of look around a little bit there and finish the job, and maybe a few other sites on the way there too. I want to be careful. It's going to be about 120 degrees out there, and well, maybe, yeah, it probably will be that hot because I'm leaving at 4 a.m. So I should be up at the high desert about noon, 1 o'clock. So yeah, there you go, Nathan. Yeah, that's the deal. Undercover. There you go. How you doing, Nola? KM says, I've been lucky. I've only had 1 cavity. I'm 49, never had a cavity child. First one, 30. That's it. Yeah, I've never had a lot of cavities. Okay. No problem. Tell me an agent for the Hawaiian party looking to buy. There you go. Yeah. Well, I do hope to get back to Hawaii, so we shall see. So tomorrow will be all about packing. This is going to be a very long trip. It's going to be the longest time. Missy Jenn, I've asked her, I've put my hands on her shoulder and looked directly into her eyes and said, do you feel comfortable here on the Rancho? She said, I sure do. I can handle anything that comes along. I'm good to go. She knows how to contact people. I'm going to be arriving in Vegas probably around 4 p.m., between 2 and 4 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. So just in time to get a good dinner deal. That's what the early bird special. You know me, Sandy. Yeah, Boss and Janet would be here to snap. I can't say Bobby anymore. Jen will be popping in on Bobby, but the Boss and Janet will be here. I got Chris around the corner here. You see her on the side chat once in a while. I know I'm a road gangster, baby. I'm gonna try to get some more abandoned stuff on the way down, guys. If I live stream it, I don't have to edit it, so that makes it real good. And don't forget, Sandy, if you're not on the Rosie Murphy channel, make sure you're on the Rosie Murphy channel too. I know you are, because so much of the live stream is going to be on the Rosie Murphy channel too. Okay, so room 20. Oh, I hate the thought of being in room 20. Sandy, I can't do room 20 down there. Sandy's like, Sandy, I can look in the window. I can, it's just freaks me out too much. Let's see, room 20, Oasis Motel. I went to the, here we go. I went to the Oasis Motel today to take some pictures of the haunted room as pictured on Ghost Hunter, and it turned out a murder had occurred this morning in room 1. Damn, a guy staying there was obviously tweaked out, along with the front desk guy, who also seemed under the influence, told me a woman was found dead in the room with blood all over the place. I mean, see, it's just, I mean, the whole place is just batshit crazy in there. I mean, I can't do that. Yeah, thank you, Mouse Toes. Please make sure you're subbed up to the Rosie Murphy channel. Hey, Vicky. Now, what is the Zizix? I do pass that, Cobra John. Now, what are we talking about? The, I know the road. I've passed it many times. Zizix town in California. I don't know how far off the road it is, though, you know. There's an Zizix Road. Hey, Vegas Fixin', how you doing, babe? Hey, Richard. He's looking at. I know I'm looking at it, Sandy. There's an old resort out there abandoned. Okay, Zizix Resort. Zizix Road Resort. Oh no, another one of these radio preachers that decided to have a place out there, huh? Wonder if I'll get Sal out there. Place is a real freak show. The spa. Okay, well, Cobra John, there we go. Yeah, thank you. Make sure you're on the thing. Well, I guess we'll be going to the Zizix Resort off of there. So, sounds like a good deal. Sounds like a real freak show. It's going to be hot as hell out there. What about the old Cortez Hotel in Vegas? What about it, Richard? That's where I'm staying in January. Not sure if there's any signal. Good question. Well, let me put it this way. It's only 5 miles down the road. It's only 5 miles off I-15. So I'm willing to invest the time, Cobra John, for you. I'm willing to do that, my friend. So, yeah, I've stayed at the El Cortez so many times. I had to really sniff out like a pig to a truffle, some really good deal this time, which I did. I got to keep my expenses shaved right down to the nuts, man, on this trip. So, okay, so there it is. There's a Zizix Resort. So that sounds like a good deal, Cobra John. Don't forget, I put up the topless video. It's not a big one. Remember, you can't have nudity in YouTube, but it was kind of fun bouncing around the pool. I finally did get that up. Finally got that up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be baking. If you lose signal, just turn around. Oh, I don't know, Cobra John. You got me. I'm fascinated now. Cobra John's like, I saw it. You know, don't to do it for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mouse toes is the same kind of deal. Somebody had an idea. Go to Vicky. You shock me, Vicky. Vicky, you shock me. You think I'm going into the haunted museum? There's no way I'm going in there. No way. I'm not going in there. I don't want to be. I let Melton go there. That's more up his. That's more up his alley, right? There's no way I'm going into that place. Vicky, you can pick on me. You can say whatever the hell you want, honey. There's no way on God's green earth I'm going into that place. Okay. Mouse toes, that looks like our kind of place. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's suppose what happens. I get out to the Zizix Resort and I don't have signal. I still can record and do a video, okay, and then upload it on the way into Vegas, and then you know, maybe hit other couple places, a couple blown out Stuckies, former restaurants, and all that kind of shit. So I will do that. I'm going to be on both channels, Cobra John, but a lot of my streams are going to be on the Murphy channel. It'll be back and forth. So I'm very superstitious. Robert, is just that I don't want to be associated with that stuff, you know. So I'm going to be running. There's going to be 3 channels running. It's going to be the Murphy, O'Kelly, and McNamara channel. Some of the, you know, if I'm in a pool or it's in sort of a naughtier scene, it'll be on the McNamara channel or the Rosie O'Kelly. If I'm in a, there's not, if it's adult content, it's fine. So it's I don't know. Not afraid of ghosts, but I'm not one to mess around with stuff that's associated with horrific history. Real doll, you know, real weird dolls and stuff. It's not my thing. I might show you the outside again, but will I go in? I don't think so. Watch them because the granddaughter. Yeah, that's fine, Cobra John. You watch it later. So yeah, protect your kids. You're a good guy. Yeah, best not to mess with it. I just always feel it's creepy. You know, there's enough creepy stuff in Vegas that around every corner, if you're off the tourist track, it's a hell of a place. I live next to the Hell Bridge, grew up playing on. I have fun with the outings when I can. That's cool, Tim. That's really cool. I am going to try to bake tonight. If I bake, it's going to be a sour cream coffee cake. And give me a chance to have some beers tonight. So that'll be good. I'm not going to be drinking. I drank this stuff with Tara. I didn't get drunk, but I'm just saying I enjoyed it. But I'm going to have some beer tonight. They tell me beer does a good job chasing down allergies. Oh, man, the cottage cheese muffins were unbelievable. They were so good. I never even heard of them, but they sure tasted good. So we'll see, guys. I may see you at probably the odds are pretty good. I'll be there at 8 p.m. tonight to make I got the sour cream I got to use. The sour cream. I don't want to waste it. organic sour cream. It ain't cheap to have something good for tomorrow. Yeah, a little whiskey every now and then is good. It was nice to have some good whiskey. So anyway, guys, I will see you on the channel tonight, the Rosie O'Kelly channel right here. For it's no longer teeny weeny, it's just bikini baking now. We have to be a little more modest now. On the channel, it still will be adult content rated, but we will have a very good time on there and make something nice and just hang out and chill out. And then tomorrow it's all about getting ready to be on the road. Hello, Libby. And I'll give me a chance to try out, see if I can, see if that, I'm not sure if I'll tie that chat bot in or not. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Mwah.